It's pressed.
I think it's recording. Okay, go ahead.
I think it's recording.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the table's dirty, man. Okay, so the first video we recorded is 2025 wrap up. It seems like we didn't do anything.
Black's not good with cat hair.
Black is not good with
Yeah,
it.
but
I don't think they can see that
Okay.
properly. We have enough bloopers, right?
Wasn't trying to make one. Cool. Okay.
Do you want to get familiar with what we did this year? 2, 3.
Remove the
Did
mouse.
you restart?
Take away the mouse.
That is fine.
Fine.
Okay. Hi guys, here's Echo from Pektis Studio.
Okay, now.
Hi guys, here's Echo from Pektis Studio.
Who's it? Okay. I'm Mahmoud. Baba. Okay, I go after you. That's what I mean. Sorry, we don't know who's supposed to start.
You said 2 minions, you didn't say that.
Yeah, but it was a joke.
Okay, no.
let's
Go.
restart.
I go after you.
Hi guys, here's Echo from Pektis Studio.
I'm Mahmoud.
I'm Julian.
Happy 2026. When you guys watch this video, hopefully it is the first video you watch in 2026, and since it's already past Christmas, we're gonna say Merry belated Christmas, and most importantly, Happy New Year. Have a great and smooth and peaceful 2026. In today's video, we wanted to give you some reminiscent or wrap up of what we did in 2025 in Pektis Studio, what happened, how we grow, and most importantly, we want to give you guys a big thank you, because everything, we cannot do any of the things that we want and love without any of you. So that is the purpose of this video. So we wrote the notes about if you can see the notes. It's a very brief notes. So let's see, because Mahmoud said we can finish this video in 5 minutes. 10 minutes, and then future editing Echo gonna record how much time it's actually gonna be, and you also can see how long this video is gonna be. So let's talk about in the first quarter, that's January, February, and March. What did we do in Pektis 2025?
That was all about developing Fintastic Sea and getting it ready for the campaign. It was a long journey with Fintastic Sea.
We never thought it's gonna take as much time it actually did in the end. I feel like it really took in the end longer than Wanderlust. Is it? I don't know why it taking. I mean, there are some disagreement. In the end, everything else it's great. Cats, Happy New Year. So in the end, it takes longer, but obviously at the beginning we thought it's just a card game, it's not going to take that long, but in the end it takes as long as it needed. It was necessary to take
That's
that
exactly
long.
right. Yeah, as it needed.
So
2 years.
Why 2 years?
Because it was after the wedding.
Yeah, this Julian specific numbers and dates. Okay, so what else did we do?
A little bit less.
A little bit less.
But I mean, eventually these 2 years ended at the beginning of this year, which was the last development when we started finalizing and finally agreeing on what we want the game to be and how to come out, and it was about starting the next step, which is a bit more marketing and starting the campaign for the game.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, because in March we also went to Brettspiel. That was the first time we went to Brettspiel. It's quite of a very small convention. That was the first time we actually test with people, right? For Fintastic Sea. Because last Essen we didn't test it. I think we show it, but we didn't test it. But
you're right. I believe that this was the first time that we openly tested. I mean, before we already tested with a lot of people, but that was in Bremen.
But that was not done back then. When Brettspiel was, I remember I was talking to people, and then they said, "Oh, is it done?" I said, "No, we still have problems trying to decide what we're gonna do with the game." And back then, we didn't even sure that we're gonna make a Kickstarter campaign or a game fund campaign. It was decided in the second quarter, which is Julian. What did we do in the second quarter?
We started the campaign of Fintastic Sea.
I feel like a teacher,
and
asking quiz questions.
And I think already, that's it mostly.
Mostly for second
Preparing
campaign.
campaign, starting campaign.
Obviously, before the campaign, Yulian also sent our design to different publishers just to see if they wanted to publish with us, so we can have a bigger quantity. We did that as well, and a lot of work panned out after the campaign, actually. So we have other news about Fintastic Sea in the next video, not in this one.
But
Yeah.
I think you're right. Like in the second quarter, there was the transition between the end of the development of the game and the start of the next phase, which is including not just the preparing for the campaign, but like you said, Julian, trying to already discuss with interested localizers with publishers.
Yeah.
We also started with the media campaign, like you started posting more and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think at that time also, when we approached publishers, also publisher give us a feedback in general that the game is a little bit, it needs some more streamline and can be a little more easier to teach and stuff. So obviously we have to develop on top of that comment. And the cat is in the video again. So yeah, that is second quarter, I think. That is until June. And we had the campaign in May.
In May.
Right?
April, May, I believe.
I think in May. And then finished in the beginning of June, I think. So quarter three.
After the campaign, you move on from design development to the campaign, and then now
we had a successful campaign.
Yeah, true.
And we moved from Kickstarter to a Game Found. One of these time, maybe we can make a video our experience between Kickstarter and Game Found. I think right now we're more comfortable. It feels more like the customer service is a tad better with Game Found, so we might stick with the game in our experience.
And it's also in Europe.
It's also in Europe, so it's the same time zone. It's easier for us to communicate if we have problems. They're generally quite more responsive than Kickstarter. So, the Q3, like Mahmoud said, we did
the next fun phase, which is the production and manufacturing, which is getting the files ready for manufacturing.
That's probably the easiest phase when you design a game, I would say.
True. I mean, if you have already all of everything that was built in the first part and through the campaign ready and stuff like that, then it's just about the tweaking and getting the files ready.
I think the biggest, the good thing is Fintastic Sea is only a card game, so there's not a lot of things.
It's not only a card game.
Oh, you're still bitter about that token.
Doubles, just to say, if you want to make a card game, if you make a token inside, it doubles the shipping price to the US.
You didn't be voted out because me and Mahmoud were both on the token.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to clarify on this point, because in that phase, this is when you start to take, okay, your idea, your game, your product is finished, but you need to figure out how you're going to manufacture it and how you're going to ship it, how you're going to send it. There's a lot more.
And also because of this time, it was the tariff thing for US.
Oh yeah, that happened.
No,
no. That came after, no?
Yes. It was before, right?
No, it came after the campaign.
Yes, no, we made the decision. We wanted a small card box because the tariff already happened, but we didn't know how many percentage it will be after the campaign. So a lot of decision we made, it's also for logistic reasons, because imagine if it's a big box like Wonderlust, it will be a pain in the butt because, I mean, also people in US gonna pay a lot of tax and shipping fee for that. So.
And maybe also not to... Well, no, that's Q4 then.
That's Q4, yeah. So Q3 it's about getting the quotations, how much it's going to cost, and most important, how we're going to ship it, the logistic ways, and
figuring out the deals with everyone else, figuring out how to get...
Yeah, true. But I'm glad everything panned out that we're able to ship it ourselves, and it's not that big of a hassle.
Actually, until you didn't come back, that was also at the same time that you started working. I mean, that you finally started to breathe a little bit from after the design and the campaign, and you started working on developing the portfolio, the website.
Yeah.
Right?
So afterwards, because we always, I mean, at the beginning when Pektis founded, obviously we have a website. We always have a website. It's just not. It's because we know we wanted to show how the game looked like. We know our game is really presentable, so they're pretty, and we wanted to show that on the website, to show not just how they play, we wanted to show like an art portfolio, so you can see the amount of energy we put in the graphic design and illustration. And Julian is going to come up with how proud he is about the packaging for Fintastic Sea. And there's a show and tell session. 5 minutes, my ass. So
I didn't account for that.
About the website. Let me finish the website. So we kind of put a lot of assets about Wanderlust. Good that we did the campaign, so we have a lot of assets already.
True.
So we take the time to redesign our website. If you wanted to know our website is simply pektis.com. So you can see our ongoing projects, the games you can already purchase. So that's all in Q3, I think, until September. That was before
True.
Essen. Also, obviously, we have to prepare for Essen. That comes to next point.
But before that, let's go to the show and tell section.
Yeah, first, before Essen, we start. So we made the fulfillment in 3 different runs. No, 4.
3 different
4.
runs?
4.
US, no, first Europe, Germany shipping, then
Right now
EU
we're talking
shipping.
about the game
Yes.
found fulfillment.
Genau, from Fintastic Sea, because I organized the shipping to Germany, and from Germany they transported it to our house, and from there we did the whole fulfillment part on our own. We used DHL.
Can I just to add a note here, because this is one of the things that we really decided early on in Fintastic Sea, that we
Yeah.
want to do the fulfillment ourselves. And that was one of the decisions why we wanted to make also a small game.
True.
So that we can do this. And Julian, I have to say, for so many months, he tried to win throughout figuring out there's a lot of things that goes behind that.
Paperwork.
Like he's about to explain some things that you don't think about at all, like adding a token to a card game or something like that.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little
Now,
example? Yeah.
Look at this. This is the game. Here. So there is bubble wrap.
Show and tell.
But
Really.
now you're on the mouse.
Yeah.
Is it out?
Now look, that's why you have to think about it, because this can save you a shit time.
Okay,
Shit.
show them. Show
So,
them, babe.
look, to pack the game, automatically, and then you just hold bubble wrap, cut it in.
No, Julian wants to show how perfectly it fits together.
I mean, that we
It's one of
also.
the satisfying
I think
things.
it is not necessary. And here, look there, it's the tape stripe.
Yeah, just open it.
So you could not believe we also did the shipping to Germany for $1, and how long we spent. This there was also one layer of bubble wrap.
Paper wrap. No, but Wanderlust, we packed it with a paper wrap.
Yeah, but
Oh,
not
that's
only
the
that, we actually had to build the boxes. Only this made me so happy. Yeah, and it would have made me more happy.
This is Julian's biggest achievement for 2025.
It is a big achievement. I mean, through
Biggest.
it's biggest. Okay.
He's very proud of it. It's actually saved a lot of time.
For example, and also if the box, if everything would be 20 grams less, then the shipping would be reduced by €2.50.
In his
or
opinion,
something.
that 20 grams is just on the token.
It's on the token.
Get rid of
Yes.
the token.
Did you measure the token?
I don't. Otherwise, I would kill people. But just to explain, for example, I wanted to have a smaller box.
Thinner.
No, smaller.
Yeah.
Less high.
Thin.
Thinner.
Thinner.
What is thin?
No,
Thinner. Okay.
got it.
Thinner. So yeah, that's also if you want to do something like this, and you want to do the self-fulfilling part. This is very good. Very, very. And look about the measurements, because if you use DHL in Germany, then it's measured per 100 grams. If it's small boxes like this.
All of these things, like all of these details, it's actually coming from the fact that we're lucky enough in Pektis that we go through all of the steps of the project from start to finish, and that
So I can
part,
tell you a
and
lot of
that part that
lessons
people don't talk a lot
Yeah.
about is it affects how you think about the
And
game. At the
just
beginning.
imagine, instead of 250 times or 300 times, you don't have to make done. You have to open it, put it, close it, tap it, seal it. So this, I guess, solved us about, I
Are
don't
you
know.
saying from future we only have self-adhesive boxes? Are we able to do
No,
that?
but this is really, I mean, I'm very cheap. If it's about stuff. but-
Economic is the word.
Economic.
No, but
It
if
is
I can
the-
make it, if it can make it for the same same price, cheaper for the same quality,
As long as you don't compromise the quality, yes. That's 100%.
preiswert in German, worth its price. So if I can make it cheaper, I try to make it cheaper. But this would make me crazy. This was.
Can I just interrupt for one thing?
This is also going to be in blooper. Julian, can you go there, pause the music?
I don't think you can hear it.
I think you can.
No, I have a filter.
If it's royalty music, then I cannot post it. But anyway, if you think
Wait.
it's fine.
There's a gate.
Okay, and back to bloopers. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
So my
But
my
shipping
best
is
thing.
already in Q4, so Yulian is already segued to Q4, which is the biggest achievement. Obviously, is your box. Essen Spiel doesn't count.
So this achievement box, this goal helped us actually fulfill the game.
Yeah, so we
Which
finished
happened
the
in the last
yeah.
quarter.
We finished the fulfillment for Fintastic Sea. Actually, it was not that big of a hassle. I mean, you did a great job. So you a lot of
Yeah.
paperwork and everything, DHL, including shipping to US. It's a pain in the butt shipping to US
And
because of the
just
current
to say-
situation.
Yeah, first we had Germany, then we had EU. Then if you use GameFound, they do the tax, but for the UK, so that was a little bit later. And in the final, there was the US, where because we live now close to Göttingen, Mahmoud's still close to
Do you
Frankfurt.
want to tell us?
And-
He went there with a big luggage with the games.
Yeah, we had to somehow get all the games to Frankfurt. That was his job. So he had to go with luggage to a different shipping company because it's very complicated to ship to the US at the moment. So
Is
we
it
had
now the same?
yeah, it's
That
the,
they-
so we had a specific company in Frankfurt, Kelsterbach, close to the airport, which took care of our shipping to the US.
Hopefully.
I mean, to any publisher who's
Gets
watching,
better.
who's interested in these things, yeah, there is a lot to learn.
Well, you
a lot
have a
to-
better way. Let us know because we wanted to know. So what else happened
Yeah,
in Q4? It's generally a lot of things happen in later.
Now
in
you
the
can
year,
talk about
right?
Essen.
Yeah,
That's the
Essen-
highlight, I would say, of
That's-
always the
Yeah,
end
it's
of the year.
always so. Obviously, meeting friends that is important, and the connections. Obviously, this year we have both Wanderlust and Fantastic Sea. From the sales itself, we're not going to give you exact number, but from the sales, it's a little less. However, we did sell more copies because right now we have more games, so it is great. And also, we got some connections for future collaborations, which is also important. If we don't go to Essen, we can never build connections with distributor or with other localizing companies like that. So in general, Essen is kind of a biggest and most important event.
It's also the event that you get the most feedback. I mean, you have
Yeah.
4 days of people continuously playing the game, so you see everything. You see every type of player
Reaction.
trying the game.
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
every reaction they do. Then that gives you a lot of. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I keep telling Mahmoud one thing that I find the most interesting is because generally we know that Fantastic Sea is not as light than how it looks. I mean, it looks lighter.
Yeah,
right?
it looks lighter
So
than
there
it
are
is.
people. I remember at the later days we start like if there's a parent and a kid come, and then we're always like, how old is your kid? So eventually, I mean, for me, I find the most interesting part is on the table. Sometimes you can see that for people who like lighter games, they really disengage so fast. Like when they learn about the fish ability, but at the same time, people playing with them, sometimes they show so much excitement and yeah,
That's true.
about
That's
the
very
game. Do you
true.
see the drastic difference between how people are different when it comes to the taste of games?
Also proved to us the fact that at the beginning, in the first quarter, when we were started before the campaign, when you talked to some publishers and they said no, streamline,
Yeah.
we found out no. I mean,
Not
we stuck
really.
to some. Yeah, we really stuck to how we wanted the game to be like in the end, and a lot of people accepted that, and that makes you feel good. Like that,
and
there is always
a
reward.
lot of game after like 1 or 2 rounds, they were like, oh, and then those are the moment you feel like, okay, our decision, it was right. I mean, I'm not saying that's the best decision. We could also listen to other publishers and streamline to be a pure family game, so it's easier. But I think this way we kind of find a compromise that we 3 like the game and also people like the game. I think that is like the most satisfying part for me for Essen, obviously. And then Julian's satisfying point is probably his prototype got
true.
Yeah, I had 3 prototypes.
yeah, 3.
Yeah, one is a city builder.
City builder.
Yeah,
But
which
Potato?
which actually people said they
And,
want to come back
Wargame.
and play again, and then the potato game, which is the next one, which you can, maybe the next one you can find it on GameFound, and a war game which I played with a very nice
Lady.
lady, I don't know, lady girl, something in between, and what's really nice to get more feedback on what you try to design. Especially when people then say, I never saw something like that. And they say, but it's not bad.
Yeah. So eventually the potato game was trying to say that the guy came back. Actually, he wants to buy our
Yeah.
prototype, and then we're like, you cannot get it because it's printed with our printer. It's not a good quality. It is.
Yeah, but he liked it so much
Playable.
that he came back and he wanted
wants
to
to buy
buy it for 20 euro.
We said
And then
no.
I said, okay, follow the campaign and buy the game when the campaign is out, and
Yeah.
here you can have
and
the.
then you then just give it for free.
Yeah.
So
That's so sweet.
yeah, that's cool. When
But I mean, that's the point in Essen, is that it's more of it's a big platform for us. It's about meeting people, testing the games, testing new games, selling games, and making social connection, making professional connection.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's always kind of a big highlight, and we plan more or less the year, or also we have it in mind always for the projects that we're working on.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we try to make it like we wanted Fintastic Sea to come before the fulfillment that we finish or get the game,
to get the game
around
for
that
Essen.
time. Yeah, for Essen,
Actually,
exactly.
perfect timing. I think there's
It
no
worked
delay.
quite well
Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
lucky. Yeah, I mean,
So what else? Obviously, one good thing that come from Essen is we always wanted to. Obviously, from designers, we want our game to be everywhere in the world if that's possible. So you rely on localizing companies, and when that doesn't happen, well, you need time for that to happen. So during Essen, we have a really good opportunity that there's a couple of guys, they come, like they were scouting games. They were scouting games to bring it to PAX Unplugged, which is like not biggest, but like a big game convention in US.
in the US.
And then he he tested the game and he really liked the game. The next day he came back with his colleague and like bought a lot of copy of Fintastic Sea and bring it to US. So this is the first time that our game is in a different country in a convention. I
Different
think.
continent.
Different
Yeah,
continent
evidently.
even. Our game
It's already
is
in a different.
sold in,
It's already in China, one of the last, but
yeah, but I mean convention. So like show
for the convention. Yeah, true.
show
Yeah, true.
people.
Different.
Show people and to tell people, hey. So I mean, it's
And they
very
did everything for free. They
Yeah,
didn't
they-
ask us. Very often you can ask companies
Oh, yeah,
or
true.
people,
Mm.
yeah, do you take our game and then we will display it and we'll play test, but you give us like this and this quantity of money for the game, for displaying and explaining. No, they were so convinced about it that they did it all for free and came with a partner to also sell it at Zulu Games.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if you are
in
in
the
US, and since right now the fulfillment to US is finished, if you still want to get a game, I think they also have Wanderlust, so you can go to Zulu Games and then you'll be able to buy the game there. Something else happened at the end of the year. We moved. So me and Julian, we moved. He might be moving soon. We don't know.
Hopefully.
So yeah, we moved. We lived in together. We were not in the same house, but we lived in Offenbach before. You also somehow
Ish.
close,
Yeah.
ish. So me and Julian moved because Julian's new job. So I also moved. That means we have to carry all of our games to close to Göttingen, which is recently just finished, like last week, 2 weeks ago. We dragged all the game here,
Yeah,
right, with the
yeah.
transporter. And another fun thing is people keep telling us Chaos Gremlins. We have no idea how much inventory we have. And then when we carry the
still
game,
learning.
yeah, we're still learning. And then when we carry out the games from Julian's colleague's basement and we start counting, like, we're missing about 200 copies and don't know where are they. Apparently we're sold. It's not like someone stole the game. It's just we have no track
They're
record.
not accounted for yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so but we just we
They're
learn.
they're somewhere.
We learn.
They're somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, so
For the sake of our time management.
yeah, definitely not 5 minutes. Just say haha.
It could have
10
been.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that is the big things happened in 2025.
Oh, there was one thing. We went to Darmstadt after us.
Oh yeah, true. Darmstadt. We went. This is a really small convention.
I like
I
Darmstadt,
really
yeah,
I
it's-
really
it's-
like. It's close to home. You
Yeah.
can sleep on your own bed.
Easy. It's
And the hall, it's not so
true.
overwhelming. And definitely not as stressful as Essen. Like it's not comparable.
Not in the
It's-
same league.
It's not the same league. However, since it is not so big of a convention, you don't have to prepare so much. Like we don't have to bring our banners and everything. And you have to, no. I mean, we don't have to
Not a
plan.
booth.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not a
not a
booth.
booth.
So we have table there. Can you stop making sound? So yeah, Darmstadt generally, I like the event, and from obviously from Pektis or
Everything fits in a car.
yeah, from a company point of view, it kind of give us a profit that we are willing to go back every year. So it's worth for us to go back. Comparison with Essen, but for us, Essen obviously it is more than just selling. So, what else? I think that's it, right? 2025.
2025. That's a wrap.
Finished. That is wrapped up. I think it was a great year. Hopefully we still can have new games every year. Hopefully that's at least our goal. And to know which game or what is our new plan for next year, there's other video you can watch. We're gonna record it after this one. Something else you guys want to say?
Thank you to everyone who helped us along the way. Thank you to everyone who supported us.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone that tested the game, that came to our booth, that tried the game, that gave us feedback. We really wouldn't be able to do this without all of the help, and
Yeah, we say that
and
every
we're very
time.
grateful. Yeah, and yeah, I think we'll keep saying that because
Yeah, we'll keep
it's really
saying
true.
that because really, for crowdfunding an indie company, really, it's truly we cannot do it without any one of you interested in the project and back the project, even just spread the words.
Yeah.
And very funny if you do the fulfillment on your own. Then you're going through all the lists when you prepare all the stupid lists.
You start
and-
knowing people.
Yeah, and you see,
name.
okay, no, that's
I know this one. I know this one.
To this
Feedback
before,
Wanderlust
blah, blah, blah.
before. It is very like really warm.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, that is 2025. What we did in practice, and I hope you guys like the video and know a little bit our 2025 year. Hopefully next year is better, and I'll see you in next video. Okay, bye.
Ciao.
minutes. Wait, how long is it? Can you pause? Here. That was half an hour, I think.